Welcome to Ask When. I guess technology's playing games on me because of Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. I don't know what's going on, but if we can get this interview done without technology playing games, that would be lovely. And I have a special treat for you guys. I am not prepared for this interview. Well, I'm prepared for my guest. My guest is my BFF, number one. Let's just throw that out there. She's my BFF. We met over 15 years ago, and I can't believe it. And she just recently had a birthday. We're not admitting ages here. And so I'm going to let my best friend take it away because my best friend is going to interview me. So I'm going to let Miss Danielle Coulter take it away. And Danielle, I'm going to let you hook up the iPad and take it away.
What are you doing for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month?
What am I doing for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month? Well, man, you knew how to throw me a curveball. Question number one. So, yeah, you threw me a curveball for question number one. Well, in a nutshell, I am trying my hardest to tell people what cerebral palsy is. In a nutshell, I am also getting interviewed on other interviews, not only my own podcast, but other interview. People have interviewed me based upon my story and what cerebral palsy is. And to tell you the God honest truth, and I'm going to call someone out here, when I did an interview with Elizabeth of Best of You, which, by the way, you guys, that interview got changed because of my schedule, not hers. So now we're going to do it on March 23rd, where I'm going to be on her Blog Talk radio show and explain again what cerebral palsy is. But one of the things she said, and she got very quiet at the beginning of the interview, she goes, I Googled what cerebral palsy is, but now I don't feel like asking you. She literally said that. And I'm like, oh, please, let's just get this walking on eggshells out of the way. And so I explained it to her, and she goes, oh, now I don't feel so bad. So basically what I'm trying to do for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month is just explain what cerebral palsy is. And yeah, I mean, I still have my books out there, you guys. My published authors hasn't gone away yet, even though I haven't published a book, because I'm working on getting a traditional publisher. As you guys know, Dee definitely knows this. Dee knows more about it than you guys do, and of course, Dee's probably sick of me talking about it. But she's my BFF, so she puts up with all my crap, and let's just put it that way. And so yes, she's saying yes because she's my BFF, and she signed up for this job of being my BFF. Although the BFF job could go away any day, the assistant job can't because right now I'm in the middle of getting a journalism degree, so the assistant job is more important than a BFF job. But anyway, So what am I doing for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month? Just explaining what it is, which is a difficult job in itself. It's explaining what it is, and it's a difficult job in itself. And by the way, you guys, if you haven't figured this out yet, Danielle also has cerebral palsy. She got it differently than I did. So, but we share the same disability.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
I know that you are writing books all the time. So, what is the newest updates on your book?
Oh God. You threw me a curveball, see, for question number 2. Jeez. Okay, the newest book I just finished. Now we're working on a book proposal for that, you guys. We're working on a query letter and a book proposal, and if I don't get picked up by a traditional agent, I won't worry about it. I will stay in the self-publishing field. But the synopsis of my book is an adult novel called The View from Our Fabric. I have, and I have told you guys this before on the podcast, I have given up writing autobiographies. I have now declared myself as a urban fiction writer, urban fantasy, and YA young adult novel writer. So this is going to be my adult novel, my debut adult novel. And also I have my YA young adult novel called The View from My Hills, which I wrote many, many years ago and self-published that one. And so that is my latest book, but we'll see what happens with it. We'll see what happens with it if it gets picked up, and then I have someone editing it, of course, and doing all that good stuff, and yeah.
I know that you are on your journey on getting your journalism degree. Are you going to be in summer classes so you can graduate faster or just work on your book?
D already knows the answer to this one. D already knows the answer to this one. Oh my God, D. And she's laughing at me because she knows the answer to this one. But the answer is yes. The answer is yes, you guys. I just decided, because I have been given the blessing, probably as a birthday gift, early birthday gift to myself, because my birthday's the 22nd, classes start June 25th. So I have decided for a birthday gift for myself that yes, I would be taking one, not 2, not 3, but 1 summer English class. And when my dad asked me what I was doing with the money I'm receiving, and I said, well, personally, I'm paying off my student loans as a small, which student loans are the death of you if you don't pay them off. And then I'm using the rest of the money to sign up for this class. So yes, I am taking a summer English class, and so that should be interesting. But it's only one class, and it's only 7.5 weeks, and it's online. So I may be outside with my laptop. God knows, I may be outside with my laptop. But yes, I am taking my summer class because, as Dee said, I want to graduate as quickly as possible. Even though it's an associate's degree, I still want my degree. So, and I still want my degree to be used. So I thought, well, should I take a summer class? And the answer is yes, but I'll still have fun. You guys, don't worry. I won't be a bookworm all summer.
I know that you talk about Excel a lot on this show, but for the new people that are listening in, can you please tell us how the Exo helps your body?
The exoskeleton. Okay. This is a rabbit hole that you guys need to Google. You need to Google exoskeleton. You also need to Google bridging bionics. Danielle, and I'll swing this back to your question too. Danielle and I have been given the blessing, and I'll call it a blessing because that's what it is. Danielle and I have been given the blessing to use what they call the Galileo tilt table. And what that does is decreases our tone. Tone is muscle spasms. So we get 1,000 muscle spasms a day, over 1,000 muscle spasms a day. And we're so used to cerebral palsy, you guys, that when I get a huge muscle spasm, you'll actually see me shake. You'll probably see Danielle shake. But they're small enough where they don't impact our lives. But what I haven't been given is I am the only woman we believe to be walking in the exo, be walking in artificial technology in a robot, essentially, with the exoskeleton. So what the exoskeleton does is after I get off the Galileo tilt table, I get in the exoskeleton, and it's a big robot. So basically, those of you who have seen the videos of me in it, it's a huge robot. And so basically what the exo does is it not only helps improve my gait, it helps improve my posture too. I mean, my posture has improved tenfold because of the exoskeleton. And when I was having back problems a year ago this month, I had major back problems. And what it turned out to be, and I almost had to have back surgery again, which didn't help, which they didn't want to do because they said, well, the risk of you becoming paralyzed is too high and we don't want to do it. And of course, no. And of course, it's not pretty, me becoming paralyzed. And so they gave me a back brace. They gave me a prescription for PC and sent me on my way. Well, what happened was, and I didn't even realize what was going on, was I was getting the Hunchback of Notre Dame syndrome. And for those of you who have seen the Disney Channel version of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you know what I'm talking about. He or she had a hunchback. He had a hunchback. So that's what I equate my little back emergency to, and I spent a day in a hospital trying to figure this out. But what was happening was I was so hunched over that the rods in my back, yes, my back is fused, I have metal rods in my back, and what I was doing was I was hunched over so much when I walked that the rods were getting squished, causing the pain and all that good stuff. So then when I went back to PT land, I said to them, well, this is what they did, help. This is what the doctors told me, help. And do you know that the exo improved my posture? So yes, the exo improved our posture. And now we're talking about a 65 $1,000 machine, you guys. And we're talking about a one-person show. Her name is Amanda Boxtel. Huge shout out to Amanda. And so please, 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 in honor of Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, don't only pick up Danielle's books and my books. Please, please, please considering donating to Amanda's foundation. In the memo section of the check, she likes checks because they don't take a PayPal fee. They cut out the middleman. So in the memo section, put my name, Win, W-I-N, or Danielle Coulter's name, and she'll know who the checks are for. And in honor of Win, or in honor of Danielle, she said in honor of Win in the show notes, but I think it should be in honor of Danielle too, because Danielle uses this program. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to not only speak about Cerebral Palsy, but donate to the programs that help us.
What is an important thing that everyone needs to know about cerebral palsy?
Okay. You guys have heard me bark and squawk about this several times now, and I'm getting quite sick and barking and squawking about this. But a lot of people think that people with all disabilities, especially cerebral palsy, are dummies, or dummies, or dummies, or dummies. And that is not true. Just look at Danielle and the work she's doing on behalf of me. And so she knows how to put show notes together in 2 seconds flat for this podcast. So just take the time to get to know a person with cerebral palsy, whether they have a mild speech impediment or a heavy speech impediment, and I'm going to throw this one back to Danielle. What do you think would be the most important thing that people should know about cerebral palsy from your perspective? To show them that we're smart, basically, to show them that we're intelligent, to show them that we love life, even though life brings us challenges. I mean, we're not doing it. Thank you. I paraphrased what she said, but yeah, to show them that we're living a life. I mean, as Amanda Boxtel said in the paper, the Aspen Times, by the way, you can find that online, the aspentimes.com, there was an article, I don't know who wrote it, but about Amanda and about Amanda's journey, and she goes, sitting in a wheelchair equates to your body dying, and which is true. When you sit, the human body wasn't designed for sitting. And so basically, just treat all people with disabilities as the most intelligent people on the planet, and just make sure you try and help them and try and understand them to the best of your abilities.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Dee said yes, you guys. If you didn't hear that. Dee, a.k.a. Danielle, a.k.a. my DMS, a.k.a. my assistant, a.k.a. Danny Doll, and yeah. If I could come up with any other job titles, well, I would. But BFF being the one job title.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is all the questions Well, I enjoyed this interview. Quite fun. It wasn't too scary. But I asked her to. I said, surprise me with the questions, and of course we will put Danielle's information in the show notes. And so, Danielle, you can put this as Danielle interviews when, or put it however you want. You don't have to necessarily put your name. And by the time you guys hear this, it will be Tuesday, but I hope you enjoyed Danielle's interview with me. I'm sorry that it's an iPad, but that's the way we roll, and we use assistive technology all the time. And Cortana's going to be Siri's sister, and basically my PC will start talking to me here. And so we're slowly but surely getting the lady in the tube with the A up and running for this podcast. My podcast is getting in the tube, and and so, and this podcast can be found on Spotify. And share this podcast out, you guys. Share about Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. And, Challenge Aspen is, and if you Google Challenge Aspen, they're looking for volunteers for their summer program, which means the buddies help out with the play, which means you may have to give up a week of work, you guys, but they do have people come in from all across country. So help Danielle. Don't help me out per se, but help Danielle. Even though Danielle doesn't need a buddy, it's always nice to have a buddy. So if you know someone that wants a job this summer for 1 week, or if you yourself want a job for 1 week, just come out and be inspiring to these kids and help these kids out and help the adults out too. And Challenge Aspen is really, really fun. And so that's another thing you can do. Google how I can help people with cerebral palsy. That's another thing you can do. So, and please, 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 please support Danielle and my work as we turn around and turn a new leaf, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. And I really enjoy Danielle interviewing me, and we'll see what happens. Bye, you guys.
Bye.